Around the world, cocoa is more than a crop. It's joy. It's comfort. It's tradition wrapped in sweetness. From the rich truffles of Belgium, to the smooth hot chocolate in a New York cafe, to the chocolate bars passed between friends in Johannesburg, cocoa is global. And yet, its roots lie in the soil of humble farms, many unseen. The cocoa industry is worth billions. But behind each bite is a story of hands that plant, nurture, and harvest. Hands that rarely taste the final product. Most cocoa comes from Africa. But how often do we stop to ask where it begins? In Kenya, in the green hills of Kiambu near Nairobi, lives a young woman with dirt on her boots and fire in her heart. Her name is Wanjih Olasa, a 23-year-old. Agriculture runs through her veins.
I've always loved farming. It feels like magic, watching something grow from the earth. But cocoa was different. I wanted to understand it, to feel it in my hands.
The backpack, a camera, and a mission. Wanjih embarks on a 12-hour journey. From the bustle of Nairobi to the rolling landscapes of Uganda.
Hello, my name is Wanjih Olasa, and right now I'm in a cocoa farm here in Uganda, and I'm very excited because I need to learn about where chocolate comes from. That's very interesting. I mean, Kayunga in specific, surrounded by all cocoa plants. So stick along and subscribe to this YouTube channel.
It wasn't easy. The roads were long. The hours are heavy. But determination kept her moving. Because at the end of that road lay the story of cocoa.
I am from Nairobi, Kenya, and I'm here to learn about cocoa farming so I can educate the young people on my platform about how it's done and to make sure they understand that agriculture is where it's at.
In the heart of Uganda, Wanjih meets the guardians of the crop. Farmers who rise with the sun, pruning trees, cracking pods, and drying beans on wide wooden trays. This is where it begins. People see chocolate. We see the soil, the sweat, the waiting, a farmer said.
For them, they grow faster. And as you're making a hole where you're going to plant this cocoa plantation, you have to dig a hole of 2 by 2 feet. It helps this cocoa, and as you're covering, you make sure that you leave a kind of a basin as you're covering this seedling, such that it helps to retain the water. When rain is, there is that kind of water retention. Sometimes you find that some farmers make those holes and survive 800 or something money. That is the premium we give them every year. So I'm seeing here majority of us here are youth. Please, let's embrace this. So every year that passes, the production goes on increasing. While planting this cocoa, it is recommended that you plant 10 by 10 feet, like 10 meters, 10 feet. Yes, it is 10 by 10. That's about 3 meters, yes. So, as you're doing that, this cocoa you're seeing here, I think you can see, It allows
fossil fuel based. What does that mean? The origin of chemical fertilizers were to focus on the issue of fertility, looking at the missing element in the soil, and you provide it, and that is crop nutrition. That's the science they taught us. We are moving away from that. We are saying feed the soil so that the soil feeds the plant. And the science there is you are looking at the ecosystem. There are microbial organisms there. Especially we could talk about maybe, give me an example. Mycorrhiza, another one. Okay, so there is mycelia. No, that's a good one, but talk about the health, talk about the money, and why. So the question would be, why are you putting those chemicals?
I never imagined cocoa to be this beautiful. The colors, the smell, it's alive.
She listens. She learns. She captures moments of patience, resilience, and pride.
Every pod holds a story, a journey, just like mine.
As the world bites into luxury, let us remember the roots, the farmers, the women, the dreamers like Wanjih, who crosses borders not for fame, but for the truth. Wanjih returning to Kenya, holding a small bag of dried cocoa beans, gazing out the bus window. I came here to find cocoa, but I found stories, and I want to tell them to the world. Because behind every sweet taste, it is a journey of courage, of sacrifice.